You know what, Raj? I want to go a bit deeper in this, and it's going to be a bit personal, to be honest. How low did you hit to get out of this?
Oh, do you know what? My lowest point in my life, because the weed takes you down bad paths, and I've done bad things. And I got a bit of trouble with the police years and years ago.
Yeah.
And I was growing weed.
Okay.
And that was the lowest part of my life because they come into the house. And at that point, obviously I got arrested. And that point of my life, I didn't even have a pound for bread because I wasn't speaking to anybody. My parents, that was really ashamed, you know. My friends that I thought that was my friends, I didn't have anyone around me. I didn't even have £1 for bread.
New podcast. It means a new song's come out, a new subject for Dharam Seva to get more busy in. So we haven't done too much recently. It's been 6 months since the last song, Kaka.
Yep.
It's been a different time. We had Simwep that people are probably aware that we've raised, which is Sikhs in mental wellness and empowerment project.
You named that.
Yeah, I did name that. When I think about it now, it's quite heavy. But what we've done today is that, look, that's been our focus since September. We've been trying to reach out to people, get as much on the back of the songs. We've got a lot in, and it's been really interesting is the biggest thing, because you got value to what you're doing. You're actually speaking to people, actually reaching out and seeing people's problems, but giving them context. And our context comes from Sikhi for us. I've got another man, you'll see him on the sofa now. Someone who, I'll be honest, has really intrigued me is probably the right word, but also been refreshing. So I've got Raj on. He's from High to Higher.
That's it, High to Higher.
So I'll give you a bit of a deep dive into Raj from what I've seen, and then we'll go into a bit more, and Kaka can get involved, Raj will get involved. But what Raj, how old are you, sorry?
37.
37. So Raj has been using...
Yeah,
been using... You're same age, we're the
37,
same
man.
age, mate.
Yeah.
But Raj has been in substance, particular marijuana, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there'll be different words. People say they had spliffs or they had
Bang.
this.
Bang, ganja, weed,
Doddy.
marijuana, there's so many.
Yeah, weed is a common one. But he's been on it for many, many years. Proud. It's not going to be the same date today because it's the air after, but I'm really proud and really I'm profound and just think, wow, amazing. But Buddy's on day 62 today.
Yep.
Of nothing.
Yep.
And I think this just personifies what we want to do. But this is, I suppose, why we've got Raj on. It's just a real life example. And it's been, Buddy's on Instagram. You'll see us daily putting videos up, talking. And I watch him. I watch him every day. And I just think because it's a true journey. Your journey is true.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very true.
What I always see, I think you were doing it. Your reasons behind doing it, and we'll go into that. But what the most amazing bit is, what made you come out the journey? What hit Raj to say, you know what? I'm not picking that spliff up. I'm not having that weed. I'm not having that marijuana. Whatever. What triggered you to say, that's it?
You know what? I've not actually been happy for the last 2 years of my life, and I've been depressed. The money issues, the relationships with other people, that was going downhill. The money was going downhill. Everything about it was affecting me mentally, physically. I couldn't eat. There was so much stuff. And my parents as well. I've let them down, obviously. And obviously I wanted to make them proud of me.
Yeah.
And I started at 13 years old, you see. So it was just getting too much. And relationships...
You know what? I'm just going to cut you. What made you have what was it at 13 years old?
You know what? It was school. So just getting in the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Getting in the wrong crowd, thinking that this is normal, but obviously it wasn't normal. But I didn't realise.
It's interesting because I think it's a key age. I know many stories about Kaka and he knows about it. I think you're trying to find yourself. You're going through adolescence, trying to find yourself, want to fit in. However you fit in, like I could talk about, mine was sport, I had to be the best or had to have this big ego that I'm this, I'm that. Kaka's, there's arms are out there 13, at the moment.
13 is young. So you're Sangat, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're Sangat, you're going to end up at school.
Yeah.
That's probably thousands, millions of people are getting affected and being introduced to drugs all over at any time now. I think weed is it's legalized in a lot of countries now, isn't it? I know in
Yeah.
America.
You can even get it on prescription here now.
Can you?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You see, there's a lot of like, you know, in the Sikhi side, a lot of sayings also having sokha.
Yeah.
They call it sokha, shardai. So they put it in with badams and stuff, and
Yeah.
they drink it.
Yeah.
I think one of the problems with, I mean, you'll know best about this. I've had it in the past, and one of the problems with these things is that they have a depressive side to them. They're depressants. The high that you get, you're going to get a low as well. And although you can justify it for loads of different reasons, you do get into problems. Where, I mean, it's the same with alcohol. We know that's a depressant. Obviously, all the other worst drugs which you could talk about, I mean, cocaine and stuff, that's quite common now in our society as well.
100%.
Hidden. It's all hidden
Definitely
stuff.
though.
But it's messing people's lives out. I mean, would you want your kids on cocaine? Would you want them on these things? I mean, people think weed is okay. It's all right. Just about here. But if you listen to your story, like you're saying,
No, it's not.
what it does, you know, the
This
effects.
is why I say, like, to kids out there as well, when you start at that young age, your brain's not developing either. And the depression side of things is big. It's major.
Yeah.
Like I've had suicidal thoughts, not wanting to be here. And it's all due to the weed. Because as soon as I've give up, my anxiety's got better, my depression's got better, my appetite's got better. The people around me seems to be more loving. It's just so much about the weed, which is bad, and no one really talks about it, really.
You know, you touched on your problems. You said like family issues and all those other. Do you think it's all stemmed from the substance misuse?
100%. 100%. Because when I was on the weed, I thought that I was always right.
Yeah.
Because I always wanted to smoke, and I'm right. Because I want that smoke. So whatever happens, I'm right. But in reality, I wasn't right. I've been wrong my whole life.
But you wasn't to know.
I wasn't to know because the weed was controlling me. And that control...
Who was your circle?
At school...
Or even over the years, did you have a lot of friends who were on weed as well?
Yeah, and this is the thing as well. The circle has always been smokers. Because once you're a smoker, you seem to resonate with other smokers. And now that I've given up, I'm not around no smokers.
So, just a question here. So when you was on the weed, you had a big society of weed smokers with you. When you've now gone your journey, which I've been through similar, like I stopped drinking many years ago, changed my life, same as Melinda. When you went down your own path, did you find that was more lonely compared to what you had before? In the sense of them, you had a big group.
Yeah.
Did that come down to?
Yeah, it feels like that I've lost a lot of people, but in reality, I've won.
Duniya Vich बथेरे दिखदे ने तेरे भाने दे अंदर कोई विरले टिकदे ने. So the song that we've done here, it's basically we're coming from the point that in the world there's many people, and in these sort of punga, you know, with alcoholism, you go to pubs, they're going to be rammed with the same society, sangat. You know, your sangat is people with like-minded weaknesses end up in the same places.
Yeah.
So if it's cokeheads, they're all going to end up in the same place. In the town, somewhere on a night, they all have their own little clique. Same thing. But when a man wants to go to the right path for himself, like you had some calling within you, where you knew it wasn't good for you, but you didn't have the support. But when you do go down this path, and it's important we put this in, so people know, when you do want to quit alcohol, when you do want to quit weed, when you do want to quit cocaine, whatever it is you're trying to quit and you're trying to sort your life out, it is a lonely path. That's why it comes in our Guru's Bani and stuff that it's virle. There's only few people who do this. So in this song, that's why we put virle koi tek dene. There's a few people who be on your path. But the thing here is you are stronger than hundreds and hundreds of people being around you. On by yourself. You need to understand your strength.
That is one thing, because I never used to understand my strength and what that is capable of. And do you know what? Touching on your song, I actually feel that I'm beginning to find my own soul. Because I've never had this feeling in my life. From 13 till now, I've never had this feeling. So I feel that I've got a new life. I feel like my soul's coming out. I've never had that feeling.
Good for you.
I've got goosebumps because it means so much to me to find myself. If it means so much to find myself. I've been on an emotional roller coaster.
Good.
It's been really, really emotional. Like I feel like I'm welling up now, you know, because I've just done so bloody brilliantly. Yeah. And I'm just proud, man, of myself.
Yeah, man. We're proud of you as well.
100%. I think I could, to break out of society is the hardest thing to do. It is. But it's the most beautiful thing to do.
You know what I see here? I see your 13-year-old self, and I see your parents and people out there who've got kids, or, and they see their kid. Imagine your kid being introduced to a substance in a school, be it weed, be it whatever, and look how far in your life you've come here now. You're emotional because all his life he's come to this point. But you know what the good thing is, bro? You've come to this point, and you're still, you've got that, and you've cleansed yourself. I mean, how do you feel? You said you feel amazing.
I feel on top of the world.
That's mad. Because I can't imagine what you're saying. I'm trying to see the other contrast of how you felt. Imagine being in, there's slumps, and there days when you smoke. I can imagine
all day long.
Drink as well?
No
drink.
No. I have drunk throughout my life.
Okay,
but the drinking for me has never sat with me because I've been such a big smoker. Yeah, I've been a heavy smoker.
And there's a lot of people you probably couldn't help,
Yeah. Well, on Instagram, over 2,000 people have stopped smoking because of me.
Wow. That's amazing.
I've had over 3,000 DMs.
Wow.
And I've responded to everyone. And that alone, I'm so proud that I've helped them.
Get people to reach out to this man.
100%. Because the truth is, there's someone once said this to me. Until you experience something, you don't know the feeling of it. Like now you see a chocolate bar. I see a new chocolate that's come out. I can watch the adverts. The adverts that say it tastes like this and tastes like this. Oh, it's got this and it's like that. Until you put it in your mouth and you have it, you don't know what that feeling is. You don't know what it is at the time of eating it. You don't know what the feeling is 2 hours later, 4 hours later. I suppose the same with a drug such as weed. Yeah. You don't know the feeling. It's because I can talk about it, say, oh, I bet it's like this. But people can resonate with you because you've been through it.
Yeah. And that's why there's so many people on Instagram that they saw my first post and everything I said on that first post, they related to because everybody else has been succeeding in life and I've been left behind. And that resonates with a lot of weed smokers. Not just that, but it's everything to do with it. The money, like I say, the anxiety, the depression. And there's loads of people that have reached out to me and said, my anxiety's got 10 times better.
Coming off it?
Oh, yeah. So after a month or so, anxiety just disappears. I used to get bad anxiety.
The thing is, when you have weed or you have a spliff, what's the first place it affects you? What does everyone feel? It doesn't affect your body, it affects your mind, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So you think if that's the first place it's going to affect, that's where you're going to also experience the problems. It's going to be mental problems.
Yep.
With alcohol, it's also the mind. We know, with the depressant side, but a lot of people always think about the liver with alcohol and how it damages the body. That physically damages quite bad as well. And a weed is obviously going to be the same. But the thing I think which you've done here, the important thing is to see that, the bit which will be really interesting to know. Melinda wanted, you to speak about this, for Sim to reach out to people. Tell us about the bit where you turned around and you said, right, change. I'm stopping. Tell us the actual things you did. Right, I know what I did when I stopped drinking and doing all the stuff.
Right.
Tell us about your stuff because we want people out there to
so basically,
learn from that.
So it was me and my fiance. So
we
was both smoking.
Yeah.
We was both in the same boat. So we packed up and we went to Wales. We went on a week vacation with nothing with us. 7-hour drive, bang. Went to the mountains, went for hiking, went to the waterfalls. The key thing is to keep yourself busy in that first week. You have to keep busy. If you don't keep busy, you are gonna go back to the same substance because your mind is telling you, I want to join. Your body's saying no, but your mind's going, yes, I want it. Yeah. It's like losing a best friend. That's been a part of me.
That's a really interesting concept.
Yeah, like I've lost my best friend 62 days ago, but I found a new best friend in life.
Wow.
Life. And I would say going to the gym, it really helps. Helps mentally, it helps. Sauna, steam, swimming, picking up sports. Literally, if you're at home and you smoke at home, everything that you do has to be out of the house. Because as soon as you get back in the house, your mind's going again. I went for so many drives on the first week, 2 weeks. But when I come home, I was still struggling. But I would go for a long drive, an hour drive to the beach. And the beach, sea air would clear my mind. After that hour, I would feel better. Do you know what I mean? I'd come back home, everything would be better. And then after the 2 weeks, it's the 2-week period. And you can't eat in the first week. Some people can't. So I suggest smoothies. Because smoothies you can drink.
Yeah.
And after the 2-week period, your appetite comes back. So I wasn't eating on the weed. I would only have 1 meal a day and snacks in between. Now I'm eating 3-4 meals a day.
How many years is that for?
For a good 20 years.
Wow.
I've always been 11.5 stone. I'm 6'3".
Yeah.
I should be 13, 14.
You're definitely taller than I thought. When I saw you, I was like, wow.
I've gone up to 13 stone now.
You're like Meet the Butcher.
Do you feel better in yourself? As in putting the weight on? Because some people like that thing, I can't put weight on.
Yeah. I feel so much better putting the weight on. Plus going gym, I've noticed that I'm lifting more. And this is not going to stop for me now, the gym. Because mentally, this is a big part of the weed giving up is the gym. The gym is one of the biggest things for you to get your dopamine.
Yes.
And to just clear the mind. And there's a lot of people that are worried about going to the gym because they've never been. As soon as you hit that gym, there are so many friendly people that are willing to help you. You just need to get out there and don't be afraid to ask for help, because that's what I did.
Yeah.
And then I went into the gym, started telling everyone about my story. And then people were just helping me left, right and centre.
How many people have you helped now come off weed?
Over 2,000 have come off the weed. And I've got now a following in 62 days of nearly 22,000. 2,000
people.
How good is that?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
How good is that?
And it's still rising because I still get messages daily saying you've helped me come off the weed.
So anyone who's watching this who wants to get in touch with you, how do they get in touch with you?
Instagram. They message me on Instagram and I actually do phone calls, FaceTimes. I've had FaceTimes all over the world. America, Netherlands, Canada, loads of places, and they've reached out to me. There's actually 2 guys on Instagram and they live in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
They work in a coffee shop and them 2 have stopped because of me.
Wow.
That's inspiring.
In a coffee shop.
You know what has just hit me there? 2 things. 1, shows that even the environment doesn't matter. If there's something in... I'm aiming at the heart here, but if I should be wherever the few souls, wherever that soul is, and there's something itching, it shows the power within yourself. And
100%.
that, like, you see it in pain. We've all had pain somewhere along the line. Your biggest sort of, I'll use the term God or that force, when it's amplified in me, it's given, when you're on your knees, help me.
Yeah.
Your biggest strength comes in, your biggest learning comes in, your biggest finding yourself comes out.
Yeah, definitely.
And you know what? Something that I found really interesting, spoke about the dopamine. And Kaka's been on this journey, you've been doing music 2 years now? 1 year, 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
But I think it's something that you push into your process.
Yeah. Dopamine is a huge process for anything creative. You need it. Songwriting, even before you're singing, anything. Dopamine's what the main thing is, why everyone's scrolling at the moment.
Yeah.
It's a big factor about, being peaceful and having something to feel good about.
Yeah.
Even when people you see historically going to Gurdwara, doing seva, serving others, these hormones are within us, oxytocin, serotonin, and all that.
Yeah.
But I think what the key thing here is with the Simwet project, like Melinda's heading, with the amount of people you've helped, 2,000 people. And I mean, we're all on different missions here. We're on different missions. I'm singing to try and capture stuff. He's working in the background with real people, and it's going to be great because you 2 are going to connect. And I think there's so many people who we can help, even if it's just for, look, we don't know everything. You're not claiming to be that you know everything.
No.
But at the end of the day, you've done it.
Yeah.
You've shown you've done it. And you've got a big community in East London.
Yeah.
And everyone's proud of you. We've seen, we've been watching you online. That's how we all connected. We've been through it and we've changed our lives, right?
Yeah.
Many years ago, we stopped drinking and we come out of different ways. And I think the thing here is about reaching out to people to tell them there's alternative lives that you can have. Like you said, 20 years, you lived in that same Groundhog Day. And there is an alternative. And the alternative that I'm trying to push across through the music is that, for example, in this song now, Kitu kita ki kamaya jo khir kamaya. I'm saying, what have you done or earned in your life that's going to come in useful at the end? So if 20 years of our lives have passed, messing about, doing whatever. We've got time now, and you've got a real good runway for the rest of your life to make real meaningful, use of this life, of something that, once we're gone, we actually take it with us. And these are spiritual kind of things that we're dropping into the song, so people see a lot more substance to their life.
Yeah.
I mean, would you agree?
100%.
That's the thing.
You have to, those subtle changes, there has to be something in there that grasps you and pulls you out, and you feel something so special in there that kindles you or ignites you. I don't think you could quite.
I've got a lot of followers now in India, a lot. And I'm just going to use this moment to address them as well, to tell them, because some of them, they don't understand the English and they go mad at me saying, what are you doing? So ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਂ ਗੱਲ ਦੱਸ ਰਿਹਾ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬੋਲਦੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਭਰਾ ਆ, ਭੈਣ ਭਰਾ ਇੰਡੀਆ 'ਚ, ਉਹ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ 'ਚ, ਇਹ ਸਾਡਾ ਭਰਾ ਇੱਥੇ, ਇਹਨੇ 13 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਉਮਰ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਇਹਨੇ ਭੰਗ ਦਾ ਇਸਤੇਮਾਲ ਕੀਤਾ, ਭੰਗ ਸਪਲਿਫ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਮੋਕ ਕੀਤਾ। ਸੋ ਭੰਗ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਨੇ ਸਾਲ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਮੋਕ ਕਰਨਾ, ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦਾ ਨਸ਼ਾ ਲੈਣਾ, ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰੀ ਉਮਰ ਨਿਕਲ ਗਈ, 20-22 ਸਾਲ ਨਿਕਲ ਗਏ, ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਇਹਨੇ ਛੱਡੀ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਦਾ? How many days has it been since you stopped?
62 days.
So 60 ਦਿਨ, 62, I say 62, 60 ਦਿਨ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਤੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਹੋ ਗਏ, ਤਾਂ ਇਹਨੇ ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਨਸ਼ੇ ਨੂੰ ਹੱਥ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਾਇਆ, ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਇਹ ਸਹੀ ਰਾਹ ਤੁਰਿਆ ਆ। ਤਾਂ ਇਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਸ਼ਾ ਹੈ, ਜੇ ਛੱਡਣਾ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਬਸ ਇੱਕ ਡਿਸੀਜਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਮਨ 'ਚ ਧਾਰ ਲਓ ਗੱਲ, ਤਾਂ ਤੁਰੋ ਉਸ ਪਾਸੇ ਨੂੰ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਭਰਾ ਦੀ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਆ, ਆਪਾਂ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਬੰਦਾ ਹੁਣ ਭੰਗ ਦਾ ਇਸਤੇਮਾਲ ਕਰਦਾ, ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਨਸ਼ੇ ਦਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਕਰੋ, ਸਾਡੇ ਪੇਜ ਤੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੋ, ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਨੈਕਟ ਕਰੂਗੇ। ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਇਸ ਕੰਮ ਲਈ ਆ, ਇਹੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਕਸਦ ਆ ਹੈਗਾ, ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹੋ ਸੇਧ ਦੇਣੀ। ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਅੱਗੇ ਸ਼ਰਾਬ ਵੀ ਪੀਂਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਪੀਂਦਾ ਸੀ, ਇਹ ਵੀ ਪੀਂਦਾ ਸੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੰਮਾਂ ਚੋਂ ਲੰਘੇ ਆ, ਪਰ ਹੁਣ ਕੀ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਸ ਆਪਣਾ ਆਪ ਸਵਾਰ ਲਈਏ, ਆਪਾਂ ਖੁਸ਼ ਆ। ਅਸਲੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲਾਈਫ 'ਚ ਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਆ ਸਾਡਾ, ਉਹ ਹੈਗਾ ਵੀ ਬਾਕੀ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੋੜਨੇ ਆ। ਸੋ ਗਾਣਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਰਾਹੀਂ, ਮੈਸੇਜਾਂ ਦੇ ਰਾਹੀਂ, ਤਾਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਭਰਾ ਜੋ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਰੀਚ ਆਊਟ ਕਰੋ, DM ਕਰ ਦਿਓ, ਤਾਂ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰੂੰਗੇ। ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸੇਵਾਦਾਰ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਜੁੜੂਗੇ, and they will help. So the same thing, I think 100%. You've got to really push.
We have
this is a big part.
Look, there's a way out. Baji and I've said it, I said to him earlier, he's helping people, we are helping people, but you have to take that step. Once you take that step, look at this man, 62 days, and you can see the buzz in him. You can see he's got life back.
Wow, yeah.
You know what, Raj? I want to go a bit deeper in this, and it's going to be a bit personal, to be honest. How low did you hit to get out of this?
Oh, do you know what? My lowest point in my life, because the weed takes you down bad paths, and I've done bad things, and I got a bit of trouble with the police years and years ago.
Yeah.
And I was growing weed.
Okay.
And that was the lowest part of my life, because they come into the house, and at that point, obviously I got arrested. And that point of my life, I didn't even have a pound for bread, because I wasn't speaking to anybody. My parents, that was really ashamed, my friends that I thought that was my friends, I didn't have anyone around me. I didn't even have £1 for bread, and that was the lowest part of my life. And I think that day there, I realised that I can't go on like this. And eventually, it took me a couple of years after that, but now I'm here now. But I think it was that point there, I thought, you know what, this can't happen.
Does that moment stay so deep in you?
Yeah, because that's a big part of my life that I wasn't happy with,
So there's a Shabad on this. So there's a Shabad which says, Dukh daru sukh rog paya. Dukh, your pain is actually the medicine. So that deep pain, where you stand up, and we talked about this the other day, when in football or in sports, when you have your worst time of your life, that's actually, and the gurus have given us this knowledge, that pain is actually where your true medicine comes.
Yeah.
Because you see that and knowledge comes. Otherwise, the mind is so fickle, it will keep doing what it wants, for the desires.
Yeah.
And everything we're talking about is about turning the mind inwards. Everything is about turning the mind inwards. And that's what these songs are about. It's all about get your mind, go to, that depth. If you didn't go through that pain, let's be honest, if you didn't have that day, the £1 bread day,
Yeah.
Do you think potentially you may not have changed?
Oh, no, I wouldn't have changed. I know I wouldn't.
So Dukh daru sukh rog paya. Gurus have told us this. These are, spiritually, these gallan have been taught to us. I have a bit of a dig at society in our own communities, because look at the depth of that jewel that Guru Nanak Dev Ji's given us, all the Gurus have given us. They told us this information so many years ago, but so many people are suffering. Duniya Vich bathere dikhde ne. Tere paane de andar koi virle tikde ne. This is why we're writing this song. There's so many people suffering, but there's so very few who actually get up and go with Raza. And I mean, this is an example. 100%. This is somebody who's said, you know what, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to trust my soul, and I'm going to go towards just what I feel. I mean, you only had your soul to trust, right?
Yeah.
What else did you have?
Yeah, exactly.
You only had your soul, inner feeling. You went to that day.
Was the one.
And that's where that comes into. That's what all this is about. All this music and all that. If it can just trigger and reach people like yourself. Look, we could be making music now. Just so you understand, we're obviously a musical organization. We could be making music to do whatever everyone else is doing nowadays. And that wouldn't give us any sustenance. It's not what we want. But I think the main thing here is, forget what us are doing, anything to do with us. I think people like this man here, you are such a beacon of light to so many people out there who are, not only because of weed, bro, this is to do with depression. This is to do with anxiety. This is to do with worry. And this is littered in all the songs we're singing as well. Right? Greed. In this song we say, Lobby man mangda hor, bad to bad kinniya lord, manja malik de hath door, sachi koi nahi tera jor. What I'm saying is, how much do you really need? You started off with one spliff, You know what your mind ended up doing? Your mind ended up consuming your life, and you probably ended up having, 150,000 spliffs. How many did you actually need? You started with one. The mind grasped it, took over your life. It's the mind which is at fault in all this. And because we're not aware of the mind, and Gurbani is a mind manual, it teaches us about how this mind operates deep within. So what you've done is he just put into practice straight and gone and just followed Karni. Siddha, you don't talk about it, you go and do it. And I really think this man is so helpful to so many people. You best get another number, because I think we're going to send about 5,000 calls to you this month. We get 2,000. We need to hit about 100,000 people, get them off weed. And anyone who's on it, look, people dabble with stuff and they have fun. I understand that, but there's people suffering, man. And if you don't address this, and if they don't know where to reach out to, they're gonna, not only are they gonna suffer, you said you wanted to kill yourself, to a point they're gonna end their life. And you know what? It's a waste. It's a waste. They're gonna go from here, and they could have been people like yourself who can help people like yourself.
An example, I had a phone call 2 weeks ago. And the guy was standing in front of the sea late at night, 12 o'clock, and he wanted to end his life. And I had an hour and a half phone call with the guy. And the next day he was like, do you know what? Because of you, I'm still here. And it's people like that need help. Reach out. There's a lot of, if it's not me, then there's a lot of people out there that are willing to give you the help. And it's not just the addiction is an addiction. So I've had people come off the cocaine, the gambling, the alcohol, and the weed. It's not just been weed on my journey.
No, because every addiction has the same consequence.
That's the number in it you've got.
So
make sure people know where to go.
I'm going to give our number to other people on here as well. 07 507 719 119. That's our number. So you can reach out. You can reach out on Instagram to us.
Speak to his management.
We're going to feed. You know what? Look, the truth is, we're laughing. This isn't about me. It isn't about him. It isn't about him. It's about you guys out there. Now I'm talking a bit to the camera there.
1 million.
They have to reach out, because all this does, I'm not a hero, but I'm going to give it to you who can help someone. I'm going to give someone who's been through a painful death, someone who's been there, who can say, you know what, there's an outcome because I got through it. But there's real life experience of what we've all been through. And it's a real constant message. And I've seen people say, well, I can't see the light. You know what? When you're so far in it, it's so hard. And I get that. And you know what? You get so consumed. And you spoke about it in this song, Kaka, that you get so consumed in the world, you can't even see it out of it. You can't see inside yourself. You just consume. And you know, Kaka just said something about you. And I know when I've spoken to you, Raj, and you've said it online, you have one spliff at the time.
Batti.
Batti, whatever you want to call it.
You use that terminology.
No.
You had that one bit of weed, that taste. The greed of the mind.
Mahabuddhi.
It weren't enough.
Yeah, that greed.
You know,
when Kaka said about greed, that is such a big thing. Such a big thing. I swear.
You know they call it the Mahabuddhi, and it's used in historical references in Hindu mythology as well. Shivji used to have cannabis drink, to stay in a spiritual state, they say. And this is where it kind of comes into the Sikh Nahang Singh area as well, where they have it. And even at Hajur Sahib, they give it out as Prashad in Hajur Sahib. So there's a use of this. It's at the end of the day, it's a natural plant. Yeah? It is a natural plant. So God has created this. What you understand is it is like a medicine. It is like a medicine. And you know this more than me. I mean, I've had it in the past. I used to, in year 2000, I actually decided to stop having weed. I used to have spliffs when I was younger as well. So I know about obviously all the A to Z of it. But the thing is, it's an amplifier. So if you are in a high, it will amplify the thoughts, right? You've heard this mentioned before. Yeah. But if you're in depressive, if you're having a bad day, it's going to amplify that. And what it is, it's a medicine. Medicine is not meant to be had just all the time for leisure. Yeah. And even when I say it's a medicine, I'm talking about it. We know people have CBD oil for cancer, and there's benefits of it. And like you said, it's legalized for certain medications. I mean, in that situation, I'm not no expert to say if you should or shouldn't have it. But the issue we're talking about here is leisurely having it as just, it's normal, just have a spliff. Just have a spliff. Just have a recreational. And I think this is where we've got to tell people, you know what? You need to be careful. You could end up losing a lot of your time. But I tell you what, I have no regrets, bro. You was always meant to go through these journeys and be here. This is what this song now is talking about. Tere paane de andar koi virle tekde nahi. You know, the pana, what we're talking about here, pana is the hukum of God, the will of God. And God, what God would have wanted in this situation is you was meant to go through this journey for whatever reason, whether it's a karmic balancing or whatever you want to call it. You was going to always go through to find your pain. You know, the £1 bread day. Yeah. That's your learning as a soul. That's your learning. And then from there, you stood up. Yeah. From there, your turning point. Everybody else has a different turning point. I had mine whenever I changed in my life. You had yours. Yeah. And what I'm trying to say in this song here is that you are going to basically see many, many faces. There's plenty of them. But there's very few people who, and you're one of them. I want to make a point here. When I'm writing these songs, I'm not just talking about sayings and look like me. And it's just about my religion, my way of thinking. This man is one of them virle bande jida duniya ek tek gaya raza de vich. He's saying, you know what, I'm just going to follow my soul and I'm going to go down this route. It's a very vast concept of, you know, hukum and these things, because ultimately every human here is connected to God. Every single human in the world. Yeah. Even the one who doesn't believe in God, even the one who hates God, he's still connected from the perspective from us, because life force consciousness, where is it coming from? So the key thing I think here is that how we've connected this song and how everything come and how you connected with us through Instagram and seeing what we're doing. It's just massive to be able to help other people. I think that's what the key is. And with Simweb, the project, you've got to continue that. We've got this good man on board now. How many people can he help truthfully? Massive. Make sure people reach out. That's important.
Yeah, I think, look, this is the biggest thing, and we've gone through a lot, and I'm sure we'll speak further now, but anyone out there, if you want to get to this stage of this guy's gleaming, feeling the best he's ever felt in 20-odd years, 20 years, Gaka sitting here feeling amazing, doing this. I'm where I am. I feel on top of the world. I went through that. I say the word jinta, and it's problem. And I've said to myself, nothing is too big that it can bring me down.
We wrote a song on the way up here today. Yeah. We completed a song in the car. It's basically all about fight your mind. Fight your mind, fight your mind, fight your mind. Yeah. Then then it was jaake dekh tu andar, go inside. You know where the £1 bread day happened? Jaake dekh tu andar, roo da kiye haal. Go inside and look at what is the state of my soul. Yeah. Fight your mind, and then go inside and look at the state of your soul. And from that point, basically, you liberate yourself. Yeah. It's all done through the mind. Everything, like even you said, you went walking in the hills, you went walking in the mountains, yeah. At the end of the day, where was you? Whilst you're on these mountains, what was you dealing with? Where's everything happening? In the mind. Yeah. The whole change happens in the mind. Yeah. You get me? The mind is the key part here. Yes. That's what we're all doing. Yeah. And even when you had your first spliff, it was the mind that was affected. Everyone's just looking at the external things. Oh, that guy drinks too much. Oh, have you heard about that guy? Imagine how you would have been judged. Yeah. Right? So, that guy's a pisshead. That guy's a cokehead. That guy's this. That. They just judge. Them people just judge. But the people who are dealing with this stuff, I tell you what you've done now, the way that you've stood up out of that problem wherever you was, you are now an inspiration to hundreds and thousands of people probably in the world who are suffering. And we got to do whatever we can to make this man join forces. We bring you back wherever we can. I want to get you in a bloody song, bro. I want to make a video on you. I want to make a video on you, man.
You know what? There's one thing you both said that I just want to touch on. When you hit that low, there's only certain ways out. You either hit the low and you say, that's it, I can't do it. Or you find something so deep in you, that's that inner strength. I say it's that silent creator sitting in me that says, you know what, get up and fight. That day, whatever happened to you, you said, I'm going to fight.
Yeah.
And everyone listening, you got to go straight into yourself and say, you know what, I can do this. I can. Whatever's in me, we're going to get out.
I see Dharam Seva, we used to drink. We used to drink a lot, weed stopped a long time ago. Cocaine, anything I've ever touched, we were never into it. Dharam Seva, for us, look, ਆਪਾਂ ਕੇਸ ਕੱਟਣੇ ਵੀ ਛੱਡਤੇ, we stopped ਕਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ, ਆਪਾਂ ਕੇਸ ਕੱਟਣੇ ਵੀ ਛੱਡਤੇ, दारू ਵੀ ਛੱਡਤੀ, ਖਾਣਾ ਪੀਣਾ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਗਲਤ ਔਲਟ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਹੀ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਜੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਰਾਹ ਤੇ ਆਉਣਾ. It's about change. You are on the path now of change. You have chosen that path. ਵਿਰਲੇ ਹੀ ਉਸ ਪਾਥ ਤੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ, ਦੁਨੀਆ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਥੇਰੇ ਦਿਖਦੇ ਨੇ, ਬਥੇਰੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ, let them do what they're doing. ਕੋਈ ਵਿਰਲੇ ਹੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਭਾਣੇ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ, ਕੋਈ ਵਿਰਲੇ ਹੀ ਟਿਕਦੇ ਨੇ. You have taken a choice to go on the path. This isn't just about Sikhs, Hindus, Muslims. This is about the path of the soul. There's one soul. The soul is a soul. We all got red. We said, we ain't got blue blood, have we? We all got red.
Exactly.
Red blood.
Exactly.
The real journey in every Muslim, Hindu, Sikh, Christian, anyone, these are just titles afterwards. The truth is, we're one family in humanity. And if you stand up and you truly stand up, like you just said, where you go deep into yourself, your £1 bread day, your deep pain, at that moment, you can change anything. And you know what? You bloody well should. Because if you don't, you've only got one life. That's why in this song I was saying, Ki tu kita ki kamaya, jo akheer ka mein aaya. Tenu khichi gayi maya. Maya is the cesspit of this world. When you have the spliff, feel good. Oh, nice. Eat food. Feel good. All your senses get enhanced when you're on the weed. It's all Maya's program. This is Maya's program. This is quite deep information. That's what I'm writing in the song. Then Ukichi gave Maya, Emi Janam Goya. Look how many people die. Look how many people ain't sitting on this podcast and they died. Alcoholics. How many alcoholics we know? They didn't make it. Emi Janam Goya. Emi Janam Goya. Duniya Vich Bathere Dikhde ne. ਤੇਰੇ ਪਾਣੇ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਵਿਰਲੇ ਕੋਈ ਟਿਕਦੇ ਨੇ. That's what the song's about. You understand? ਲੋਭੀ ਮਨ ਮੰਗਦਾ ਏ ਹੋਰ. The second answer. The greedy mind wants more. I want another spliff. I want another spliff. I want more. I want more money. Everything's linked. Money. I want this for my family, my kids. Me. ਲੋਭੀ ਮਨ ਮੰਗਦਾ ਏ ਹੋਰ. ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਆ ਲੋੜ. How much do you actually bloody need? Bad to bad kinniya Lord. You have one spliff. How many did you really need? You ended up giving 20 years. That's what the mind can do.
24 years to that.
Then the end of the part of the song is Manaja Malik de Hath Dor. Sachi koi nahi tera jor. You actually don't have no power in this world. We have no power. God, this force is doing everything with us. It's helping us. And we just have to show that strength like you did. I mean, that's my outburst musically. But the truth here, bro, I really hope you can help many, many more people, and we'll be, you'll be connected with Melinda and the projects we're doing. 2,000 people, have stopped. 2,000 people.
And growing.
Whoa.
And what I'll keep saying is, you know what these two are doing, and I'll put myself, because I'm not going to say I'm this holy man. I'm putting myself in there as well. We're expressing. You're expressing. Whether he's expressed through music, I'm doing the one-to-ones, I'm expressing there, you're expressing online and then in different ways. We're expressing a truth. You've had an awakening to say, I'm stopping this. He had an awakening to say, I need to tell people truth. I'm going to put these songs out because I've got to express myself because there's something more to life. You've seen that, I've seen that, I'm doing it in my way. Express the right message because there's so much shit, and I'm going to use the word shit. You scroll through all these things, there is so much shit. There is so much shit out there that I've seen so much, and I don't want to go into every subject. Gambling. Oh yeah, everyone puts up their win day. I've just won a 10 grand, I won 50 grand, 100 grand. Don't tell you about the day that they want to kill themselves because they couldn't even, like you said, couldn't pay for that loaf of bread for their kid that day. Couldn't take them on a school trip. They ripped their shoes, couldn't buy them a new pair. They don't talk about that. Yeah. But you could talk about the highs. And people do it on, you know what you've talked about when using spliffs and weed as a term. When they're in that moment and I'm loving life, they don't talk about the depressive day.
Exactly.
Where you felt like killing yourself.
Exactly. No one does.
What's your plan now? Like, as in, what's your day-to-day plan now?
Day-to-day plan is
gym,
planning for this wedding.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, you get married.
September, getting married.
Amazing.
And this is another thing. I was meant to get married 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But the weed stopped that because of the money, because of the not the oomph. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, just gym every day, helping my dad. He's got a few properties that we manage. Just staying active. Staying active and helping people.
Few things you've said in there. Money, has that made a difference?
Yeah.
Relationship with your father. You just said about your dad.
And relationships around with my kids, because I'm in the present now.
Yeah.
I was never in the present before.
It's stuff that we talk about. That's why I'm smiling so much. Depression, you keep looking back.
Yep.
Would, should, could, all of that. Why did that happen? Should that have happened? Someone's died. Someone left me. Someone cheated on me. This happened. Keep looking back. Why me? Why me? Future anxiety. What's going to happen in the future? How's someone going to portray me? If I go out, they're going to say this. If I do, and especially when you're on narcotics, because you're thinking already, someone's going to say, oh, he's a druggie. He's a waste of time. He's a low life. He's that. Keep looking forward and get scared of the future. Scared of that. Can't deal with the past. You said something bang on. Live right now.
Yeah.
Live in that bit present in the moment.
Yeah, present.
You see, another thing is there's a lot of we should talk about. There's obviously people have relapses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we've been on this journey. I became a saint in 2009. Never had a relapse with drinking again or anything like that. Right. The reason though is very important to understand. Because I know people who are alcoholics and they have different problems. They do relapse, and if it does happen, I say to them, "Look, it's not the end of the world. You got to get back on the wagon," sort of thing. Yeah. The reason why we and you've not had a relapse, yeah, that we're talking from a drinking perspective here, is because once you have true knowledge that you have understood that, this is the right thing. Like, you know, that moment you're talking about. Once you realization comes, why would I ever want to go back there?
Yeah.
You know, the realization.
Yeah.
Because you might get people who tempt you or this and that, but you got to keep really strong in your mind the realization point. Yeah. You have to tattoo that into your heart that, bro, I don't ever want to go. I don't need to because I've discovered a new world.
Yeah.
So it's important to talk about, because I know there's many people out there who drink, and this is more to say to them, look, even if you do relapse, you got to understand, you know, why you're relapsing. One is the realization, and two, they are like illnesses as well. So, but you also got to be able to cope with different mechanics and these sort of things. But the main thing here is, I think you can help so many people, bro.
Yeah, and I'm willing to. That's it.
Yeah, and that there's no bigger buzz than that, I'll be honest.
No,
there's nothing bigger than that.
And that's why I've got to say that all the people that I've helped, you guys are actually helping me as well.
Yes.
And that is the big thing. People think, oh no, but they're helping me just as much as I'm helping them.
You know, the biggest thing is, when I say the biggest buzz, the biggest reason help is important, because people have got hearts. Yeah. And we say, but God exists in the heart. We're not talking about the physical heart here. We're talking about the purity of a human. A human can do so many good things to another human. They can be so kind, so nice. When you say it's in your heart, we're not talking about that, you know, the muscle, which we see on the heart is truly the attributes of a human being, so kind. Where does that come from, right? So that's where we're talking about. And when we die, the minute our last breath comes out, the minute that is going to be leaving us, at that moment, there's only going to be one true thing which you're going to hold on to, and it's going to give you solace. That is going to be in your heart, how kind you was to others.
Yeah.
That is how in your heart, how helpful, without any transaction, how helpful you wanted to be towards others. You know what? That's your earning.
Yeah.
That's your earning in your life. So imagine when you're dying, all of a sudden your fear of death becomes, you know what? I know I've done this, I've racked up this. And it's not that you're looking for a reward for it, but you can feel it now. Yeah. Your last breath comes out when you know you've done these things. In that split second, that's where the judgment happens. Also, I don't want to go into that now.
That's very true, man.
Yeah, that's why I want you to really, really, really keep doing what you're doing and build up at the end of the day, we're all dead in freaking whatever amount of time. I was saying in 50, 60 years, would literally all be gone anyway.
Yeah.
Well, less than that, but I'm giving myself a bit extra. I like it. It is fun. It is fun. Life is fun, I gotta admit. But yeah, man.
Now life is fun.
Yes.
For me.
Yeah, man.
You know what? We're touching towards the end of the podcast here. There's a few little bits. I want everyone to have their sort of last say, as you might say. I think I want to just reflect on a few bits. One that's going through my head is this: many faces, few souls. Those few souls, you've got to go in here. You're only going to come out of what Raj has come out of. Kaka's come out I have when you went inside. You felt the load, you went inside. 2, don't think this game is going to happen. You know what? I always talk about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, for me, give me a reality check. He had everything. Everything. You know, we talk about greed. Money, fame, accolade. Boxing, heavyweight world champion. If you talk about sport and boxing, heavyweight is the top of the top.
He was the top of the mountain.
Everyone, the whole world looked at him and said, what a guy. This guy who doesn't look good, be the best. Yeah, and people were like, how? He hit those heights. Did it give him the truth? That didn't. He won the world title and he had the biggest binge of his life when it comes to drugs, drink, gambling, and he was going to kill himself.
Yep.
So have everything out there. Keep thinking, I'm going to have another bit of drugs, more food, another gamble, because I want to hit this high. It's all about highs. No high is in that world is going to be enough to satisfy you. Nothing. I'm telling you from experience. He'll tell you from, so will he. Yeah. Whether it's your next spliff, your next drink, your next gamble, because all you're doing it is for a high. You're doing it for the high. You're doing it for a high. That high, we've all proved, isn't longevity, is it? Because you feel the crap after, the lowness after all that. Find this inside, because the only thing, once you come to feeling content, feeling spiritually good, feeling love towards the world, not hatred, yeah? Getting that, I haven't got much time here. Am I going to make a real impact to this world, or am I just going to go like every other person who's been lost? At what point are you going to go inside yourself and say, I'm going to make a difference and I'm going to find my true being? And that's my message to all of them. Raj, I want you to tell these people 20 years of misery. Let's be really honest, 20 years of misery.
24 years of misery.
Want to kill yourself in that point.
Yeah.
Look, you told me about your relations, lost family, lost friends, and you're rekindling those now.
Yeah.
Where are you now? I want them to really know where you are.
Now I'm reaching higher paths, and I'm feeling so good with myself. Like the song, I'm feeling my soul again, right? And that is the high of life is better than any high you could get off any drug.
Wow. Love it.
That is it. End of the day, that is it. That's why my name is called High to Higher.
Yeah, man. Very nice.
You need someone to tell you there.
You know what it is? Another thing, just you mentioned Tyson Fury's low. Everyone's low is literally identical. If you look at it, your low is there, and we all got our own battles.
Yeah.
Another thing, for people who might be drinking or on weed or whatever, just because we are now not drinking, right? It doesn't mean we're saying, "Oh, look at our life. Our life's amazing." We also have low days.
Of course.
You also will have low days.
Yeah.
In this, low and up and down all the time. The difference is clarity, and you have clarity in your mind.
Yeah.
And even on your low day, you still know. Look, clarity. Tomorrow, if you got practices, if I go gym, I fire my dopamine up. If I go for a walk, if I go do this, if I do my part, if I do whatever practices they are, you have practices that replace those practices. But the difference is you always are going to have ups and downs, but the clarity is what you lose. And once you go to a substance and you drown yourself in it, you're doing it obviously for an escape, right?
Yeah.
The key thing here is I don't want people to think, oh, now we're all sober and we're all good and that sort of stuff, that we're any better than anybody else. It's not the case.
No
it's
way.
more about helping others.
Yeah, helping others is the one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But that's it, really. I think amazing.
Thank
shake
you.
your hand again.
Thank
we will see you again soon.
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
We're going to have to do a lot more on this because there's a lot more work to be done on this.
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. Yeah.
You let everyone know about SimWeb or whatever.
Like I've said, like Raja said, like Kaka said, this journey of helping isn't stopping. Help to hire. Follow, firstly, Raj on Instagram.
Yeah.
Reach out. He's here to help. Dharam Seva, I keep talking about Seekness and Mental Wealth Empowerment Program. SimWeb, something that we've launched, something I said, and the people who have watched this podcast over the last couple of years, I've said, this isn't come on screen and feel good and say, hey, this is something that means something. We ain't stopping. We got no reason to stop. We're going to continue to do it. Our life mission is to help others.
And Raj is going to do a rap as well. On one of the songs.
Yeah.
All I could say to everyone on here, look at the delight in these men. That's living proof.
Yeah.
Living
100%.
proof. Yeah. Keep following, keep supporting, keep on your journey. Every bad day there's always someone out there who's willing to help you out. Don't fall in this lull that you're worthless. Every life means something. Yeah. Every person has a journey, and every person will hit low. There's always someone there to listen. Do not have your pride of saying, no, I'm not going for help. Because you know what? You don't ask for help. Those tombstones that have been in this video, the tombstones, the lows that Raj spoke about when he was going to go in it, that ain't going to help you either. Fight. And then you'll be in this place that, like these two laughing and feeling such a great place, that they'll come to you too. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Raj.
Thank you.
I'm so blessed and I feel so inspired having you on today. Thank you so much,
Thank
Kaka.
you so much.
Thank you, boys.
You got no choice. You're always on. We'll see you again soon. Reach out. A lot of love to you all. Thank you.